And hello, good evening to everyone. God damn. Alright, say hello, guys. We're live. We're currently live.
It's been a while.
Buenos
Alright.
dias.
Nice. Okay, so. Okay. Wow! It is quite a day. Things are currently loading. If you guys are going to look at the stuff on the screen, please don't. Because stuff needs to be fixed a hot sec because everything is scuffed with what we do, and that's just who we are. I mean, what can you do? Yeah.
It's so funny. It's so funny, so Scott. I fucking love it. I love it so much.
I just opened it and just like, wait.
It is so scuffed that I don't understand what the hell is happening. Give me one moment. Wait, wow. This is look, we did the entire trailer. The trailer looked cool, and then what happens? It is this. Look, we have subverted your expectations like a full 180 swing of the bat.
We have negative production value.
Yeah, we have. We do. We actually do. And that is fine. Why?
Critical Role could never. They don't know what it's like.
Goddamn. Oh my god.
You don't see this type of production in any other D&D stream.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
only see it here, folks.
You only see it here, folks.
Only a select few can reach a level of scuff that we can.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Okay, what the hell is happening with life? So hi, stream. So much apologies. Oh my god, there are currently 5 people watching. Hello, welcome.
I think that's including everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
just had to look at it.
yeah, just looking at how it all is. For those watching the VOD, hi. You can skip this part entirely.
No one skips. No one.
Give us the watch time.
Why are you telling them to skip?
Oh,
We need watch time.
give us the watch time. Oh my god.
Yes. Roar.
What the hell is happening with life? So hi, chat. How has life been going? I hope life's been great.
There's no way that we're doing a fucking catch up right now, bro.
Oh shit. Okay, it's done. Okay, we're here. We're good. Okay. We are great.
Is it
We are
working
grand.
now?
It is. Yeah, it's working now.
Working now.
Yeah, let me just
Oh my god!
It's working.
let me just go ahead
The
and
sizes are weird!
yeah, don't
What?
worry.
Ooh.
Alright,
That's
it says don't
easily fixable. There you go. Okay. Hi. So holy shit. Yeah, this is on brand for us. What
Yeah,
the
to be
hell?
honest.
Ah!
Wait, hold on. I love those frames.
This is scuffed, but hey, what is the Wooden D20 if not scuffed, right? Let me go ahead and play background music for us all. What the fuck? I don't understand what is currently going on. And I hope you guys have some ounce of understanding. But yeah, if you guys have not watched the trailer, which I believe you should go and do that. Just some quick insights and just announcements before we go ahead and get into the pizzazz of everything. So Eye of Calamity is not going anywhere. Don't worry, that campaign did not abruptly end. We are taking a quick and short break. From the area of Earn to go ahead and look at the new sites of the brand new continent we're going to be exploring for a short while in this 4-part mini-series, which is the Tenshin Empire. The, I would say, like Oriental Asia type of setting, which is completely different from the experience that we currently have on Earn. But after this 4-part mini-series, we are going to be jumping straight back to Eye of Calamity with a brand new stories to tell, fresher ideas, and overall just having a grander and greater time in general. So yes, can't wait to see you guys there. Can't wait to go ahead and experience all of that with you guys, and we do hope that you enjoy and watch the this mini series, because it will be more digestible with than Eye of Calamity per se. But other than that, does anyone have anything to say before we go ahead and get a move on this?
It's so weird.
Yeah, I got something to say.
That we're starting at 7:30 p.m. when we usually start at fucking 9. It's jarring.
Agreed. We are on brand, guys. We are on brand. So we are kind of on brand, kind of not, but hey, that's just life. And that's just, that's just how it be. Yeah, that's just how it is. And give me one moment as I am trying to find the segue in to load in this fucking background music.
Professionals, everyone.
All right. Oh yeah. Only see it here. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you guys are notified and up to date with all of the things that we post. Currently posting a lot of shorts, and we'll be getting to more full-on videos soon, which is great. Now, where is the music? This is life. There you go. I found it. Hey. I found it.
I was about to offer, hey man, do you want us to sing or some shit?
What circle of life? Life is a fucking square.
Hello, chat. Yes, welcome. Tune in, have fun, and let's go ahead. Before anything else, before we go ahead and start our journey in the brand new land that is the Tenshin Empire, let us go ahead and view what this is all about. And it should be here. It is not here. Wow. On brand. Really? Again? What the fuck? Alright.
The Tenshin Empire has always been a place of peace, serenity, and prosperity. But tragedies that long pass leave their mark on this world. The land of spirits and yokai, an ever-abundant land guided by the Magatama, the Tree of Souls, are in a constant battle to eradicate the mistakes of the past and turn them into a brighter future.
Commander, there's been an outbreak in the Kyoko district.
Another day, another outbreak, huh?
Sir, I'm afraid this is different. An infected blossom has sprouted.
An infected blossom? Find any elites to send in. This is an immediate order.
Yes, sir. We'll mobilize them immediately.
Another job already? I thought I could finally go on vacation.
All horns shall be broken. All corruption shall be ended. Of course, by our watch.
Big trouble needs big hands. Astral help for sure. Damn it! I never thought he'd have to come out. Hurry! Send out the Hollowed One.
For I slumbered enough, and I am awoken by a great evil that lurks.
This is a sub-calamity grade entity. If the infected blossom starts to grow, it will begin to affect all the districts nearby like a sickness. Your job now is to prevent this from happening by any means necessary. Lay your life on the line for the safety of the people from the Tenshin Empire. May the Magatama bless your souls, and remember, horns that we break dictate the future.
Will this signify the end, or perhaps a brand new beginning? Such are questions waiting to unfold as the story narrates itself.
That is our trailer. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start tonight right and see where the things in this world take us. Without further ado, welcome to Tales Within Hestria, Corroding Sakura, Episode 1. As we bring our scenes into life, countless journeys and trails foretold in this world. As the lives of people slowly shape, one by one, ever touching the ebb and flow of time. In a land farther away from anywhere else within this world, the Tenshin Empire, the land of spirits and yokai, samurais and generals of warfare, mystical creatures as far as the eye can see, and the ever beautiful scenery of flora and fauna all around. We go ahead and start this as we trek through the lands, with trees passing us by and the wind hitting, and the smell of sakura trees in bloom, as we see this quaint little old village with children running around, screams of joy, and the days passing by normally for these folks. Suddenly, a bud in the center appears out of nowhere, like an infection coming out of the ground. Here in this land, here in this place, I am gonna go ahead and go to Valeria. Kindly describe your character for all of us. Currently, you are in this village, walking and taking it in. However, do it so that in a way that people do not see you, like you're a ghost.
Hi, I'm Valeria.
you see her making herself small. She puts her head down and she's a little hunched. Fairly light, pale purple skin, a purple and off-white dress. You can see she's holding a staff, a wooden staff, and one uh, one bag over her shoulder, just containing her stuff. And up to her head, it's just a hood over it, and you don't see a face underneath. It's pitch black. But if you look closely, you can maybe see stars and galaxies in there, but you're not sure.
Alright, thank you. And as you are in this place, currently, it's one of these weird moments in your life. It's not new to you. This has been somewhat of a common occurrence as you have experienced these sorts of weird visions in a way. But as you are within this small village, taking it in and just seeing how people's lives work, you see that one of the children, as they are walking around this sort of plaza, they go near this ever-luminescent purple bud with weird darkish cracks all over it. As they go ahead and touch it, is there anything that Valeria would do at this moment?
He touches it softly and is concerned for what's happening around here. And maybe takes a mental note of its appearance and how it feels on her fingers. And that's it.
Alright. So, as you go ahead and do that, and as you see currently, as a child touches it, these cracks, these purple, deep, dark cracks that emanate this sense of ominosity, start to crawl up their arm like an infection, like a parasite almost. And in quick successions, in a blink, you see starting to grow these cherry blossom branches out of these cracks as the kid writhes in pain. And immediately all of the civilians, all of the villagers nearby are in a state of panic. Is there anything that Valeria wants to do?
She gets closer and is just, what's happening? Are you okay? Hey kid, are you alright?
What is this? Get it off! Get it off!
Do they see you?
They don't
alive
seem
at
to
this
notice you at this moment.
No. I'll cast a first level Cure Wounds on them and see what happens.
As you try to cast a first level Cure Wounds, and you try as much as possible to manifest the arcane that you have within you, it does not go through. Instead, you are pulled away quickly from the scene as it fades to black, and you find yourself within a stone room. All around are these pillars that support the ceiling. And
What's
in
happening?
this place, you are going to hear the commander speak to you. Hey,
Oh,
Valeria, did you hear me? It was just briefing about.
yes, sir.
Alright, as I was saying earlier, the Kyoko district is currently infected with a blossom, an infected blossom. As I mentioned earlier, this is a sub-calamity grade entity. Now, what does this entail for our empire, for our country? If we are not able to contain this, to safely eliminate and extinguish this thing, this abomination of nature, we can say goodbye to the Tenshin Empire in a flash. Now, I have gathered all of you here today, frankly, because you are the only elites in the Broken Horns available. And frankly enough, I think you're the only ones who are capable of doing this job. The commander of the Broken Horns turns to you, Nakano. Nakano, would you kindly describe your character for everyone? And I want you to respond to the Broken Horns commander in a way that you would always do. That you think that any and all job they throw at you is easy because you've been doing this all your life. They have trained you since your birth up to right now to slay all that harms the Tenshin Empire, and that has all you've been doing. So go ahead, kindly describe your character for everyone.
I am Nakano Nanako, and standing at 6'2", she is a fully pink Sakura Oni, except she lacks the defining feature, which are the signature sort of like branch-like horns. She is wearing not just anything super formal. She has a very simple like tunic on with these like brown wrapped pants and very sturdy looking boots, and she has a very gorgeous wooden bow that seems to be weathered but very well taken care of, almost as if this was given to her by someone who is a master in their craft. And she stands in front of the commander and she bows slightly and says, "I'll do my best."
Well, I know you would. You've been working with us for a long time, ever since you were a child. But you do have to understand that this is not your usual group who would take on task. I believe that most of you here have just met recently. Is that right?
Seems to be, but I'll be fine. I can take on any challenge. Besides, I was finding the last job a little too easy.
You see the Broken Horns commander kind of like just sigh, and they go, you know what we always say, don't take things too lightly. But that's how we've always been. Anyways, going back. The Kyoko district is some ways away from here. And there has been reports from the scouts that the virus itself, or the infection itself, is spreading. Has anyone here traveled near the Kyoko district in sometime in the last month? And with that, Zephyr, I want you to go ahead and describe your character to everyone, and after that, recount the specifics that you saw on your travels all around the Tenshin Empire. The feel of how the Kyoko district was just a quaint little farming village, nothing too grandeur. They were peaceful for the most part and rarely got into any conflict. The only conflict that they would have is the nightly hunts that the guardsmen would do so that creatures of the night don't come stalking around the village. But other than that, no qualms within the citizens of the place.
So Zephyr is this astral Oni who is where are we right now?
You guys are currently in the headquarters of the Broken Horns.
Okay, so Zephyr has his arms crossed. He's wearing this long coat that has a hood that covers his head, and he has on a half mask that's made of gold and silver, and he has these two pointed horns that curve a bit that are painted silver. With him, on his back there is a golden violin and a bow that looks like it's used to play that violin, and he speaks in a very deep and warm tone. From my adventures and my travels throughout Hestria, I'd say where we're going is going to be very well. From how it was when I got there before, it used to be really peaceful, and I didn't think there would be a problem like this anytime soon. I'm glad I made my way back here, since it's a place I want to explore again.
And we are glad to have you back here in the Broken Horns. It's been quite some time. Few years, maybe, since your last mission with us.
It has, but I can say that I've grown a lot since then, and I have a better grasp on my magic that could be helpful for this mission.
Well, that's precisely why the scouts picked you for the job. Anyways, as Zephyr here has said, the Kyoko district, or the Kyoko village in this instance, isn't necessarily a place with great infrastructure, unlike the great capitals of the empire. However, there is one thing of note. There is someone here who has encountered how would you say this? The corrupted. And the Broken Horns commander turns to you, Esro. Esro, kindly describe your character for everyone, and tell us the experience of fighting these disheveled zombie-like undead creatures with these sort of these cherry tree branches sprouting out along with blossoms that are budding from them, and how you saw that when you were sort of encountering these types of creatures, they were able to infect others with those said blossoms.
Okay. So, Ezra is a 7-foot tall man, looks like he's not from here, like flat nose, like darker skin than the usual, like his black eyes that just are sort of like going around as though they're not really there. Like he's not really the type to be in like this kind of professional, serious setting, despite his occupation. With like this shell of like a slain monster like on his back that like acts like a shield. Weaponry that seem to be new, as though like bought here in Tenshin. Tattoos just spread like across like his chest down to like his biceps. He's a really big man. Like an orange furred vest, sort of covered by like somewhat Tenshin monk clothing. And he just goes, "Plants are supposed to be nice things, but plants grow on people and they attack little kids. So I went ahead and smacked them a lot, but then it spread, and it didn't look nice. Why?"
Alright, our experts are currently getting on that as to why those blossoms are able to go ahead and infect others. And we have someone here who had a first-hand account into fighting these things. Esro, are you able to tell anything notable about these creatures? Anything that you all should look out for?
They sort of had these branches with like the pink flowers from trees growing out of them. And it just sort of more people got them. I'm not sure how, but fighting them, they didn't go in one hit as they usually would if I would fight things. So, very hard fight, I see. Still, should be no problem. I think it should be good.
Damn. I hope so too. Well, that is our first-hand account from anything related to this infected blossom. Now, to give you a brief background, or rather, a history lesson as to what this is. The first time that we were encountering these types of creatures, the corroded, as we call them, are back during the instance of the first calamity onto this world. Here in Tenshin, things were a bit more different than what they would be. Instead of these rifts in the sky that break and creatures from other realms start pouring in, ours instead came out of the ground. Started off as one harmless tree that we thought was fine, that we thought was harmless. Then, suddenly, it started doing the exact same thing it's doing now. Spreading, infecting, and destroying. Now, if not for the four great generals of the Tenshin Empire, who were once heroes during the first calamity, we would not be here right on this moment. Now, we have dealt with this in the past, and it's only resurfaced now. People ask the question, why? Is this a signifier of a brand new calamity that's starting? Is this the age of the fourth? Who knows at this point. However, what we are certain is that we have to save our people. We have to do everything that we can to prevent this from causing a catastrophe. And I know that you all feel the same sentiment. And we even have outsiders coming in for help. Sun Nol, kindly part of the Order of Nara. I believe you were sent in here from the outside, correct? And Noel, go ahead and describe your character for everyone. And I want you to tell what exactly it is your organization is doing in collaboration with the Broken Horns.
Alright, so Sun Nool is just standing there. She's like in a meditative pose. She speaks and she says, well, I was the head of a pagoda sect south of this location. It wasn't far from the border near Kyoko. Suddenly, there came a swath of unknown demonic beings, seemed like the night before. I wasn't there, but a messenger told me that there were 10 of them that went into the Pagoda temple and ransacked the place, putting it slowly, like how it did, as you see in that tree. When I got back there, as I got back to this continent from the ship, it was completely blighted. You know those farms that got hit by a malady. It was worse than that. Every single shingle of the temple was covered in mushroom-like bubbles that were somehow seeping and oozing with some dark fluid that I'm not familiar with. Everyone in the temple died that night. I did not see any survivor but that messenger. That messenger was very lucky to survive that incident. But there were no traces of any zombie, quote unquote, like figures, nor any demonic beings at the horizon. No. It was as if a plague hit the temple and then just disappeared. It's been quarantined now, and they actually burned it into the ground. And now I'm here. I'm here to investigate what happened, since your organization is the only one with information as to who these people are. And for me, it's a personal matter. Not only because of the pagoda, but way back when my family was destroyed by these beings. But of course, it was I don't know if it was a isolated case of demons just roaming the countryside. But personally, for me, I am more than excited to be with you guys and investigating these, what do you call it, goals. She just sits there, and as you can see, if you look at her closely, she's dressed in a monk robe as well, but with pauldrons, armored pauldrons, like leather pauldrons. And in those pauldrons, there are runes, characters, like like characters of a prayer inscribed all over, from front to back. She has a case behind her back, which is where she stores her musket. And everywhere around her, she's just white, dressed in white, silk white, and she hides her face in a mask. She does this because she's a Kumo Oni. She has spider-like assets in her body everywhere that she doesn't want people to see, because she might be mistaken as the ghost in the countryside. So there's that.
All right.
There's my Yeah.
Okay. Well, in essence, in reality, the how do you say this? The corrosion, it has done quite the damage to lives, livelihoods, to generations even. And that's why we had to go ahead and call on an extra set of hands. Scouts, bring it in. And on this moment, as the door creaks open, you see a coffin rolled in. Now, don't be alarmed. This is in no way, shape, or form for you guys. Frankly enough, hopefully it doesn't come to that case, but other than that, this right here is what we call the Hollowed One. Or in another, how do you say this? In another sort of title, he is the first Outlander of the Broken Horns. The very first recruited to hunt beings that we deal with outside of the Tenshin Empire. And as you see this coffin roll in, it's sort of this old, musky wooden coffin that is painted black. And it's sort of worn in some places. However, you see, it is wrapped in talismans with various runes and incantations written on. Is anyone here familiar with the with clerical arts? Or
What do you mean,
spiritual
like,
or spiritual arts in a
That's
sense.
gotta be me. That's gotta be me.
Alright, Noel, I am going to need you to roll me a religion check. First roll of the game!
Yeah.
First roll of
Is
the
this
game.
straight up a
We
corpse
got
or a sleeping
13.
person?
13.
A 13. Valeria, why do you ask that?
I'm just wondering.
Okay. Does Valeria say this out loud to the
No, she's thinking to herself.
Okay. Alright.
She's
As Ezra literally says out loud, is it a bad thing? Do we have to do something?
No. Do not worry, Ezra. This person would aid you. And on the 13, on that religion check, this is a very simple mummification talisman. No, you are quite familiar with these, for that they are a common practice around the Tenshin Empire, especially here in the Hinami area, or the territory, the Hinami territory. That is, for those who are taking notes and do want the spelling, it is Hinami. So, with that, you do notice something different, that these talismans of mummification are in essence not only just for preservation, but it actually slows down a process of aging. So from your perspective, understanding how these things work, there is someone who is alive in here and is just being preserved.
Question: is Valeria familiar with these talisman?
Would Valeria go under the spiritual arts within Tenshin?
I don't think she would.
This is more on the spiritual side of clericism.
I see.
No. As you notice that, are you going to keep the information to yourself? Are you going to react in any way? Is no Noel?
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh, there you go. So yeah, as you like notice, right, these sort of mummification or preservation talismans, are you going to react in any way, or are you just going to keep this information to yourself?
I'm gonna ask them, where'd you get that?
The talismans, if you're asking about that, this is from our divination committee. They're the ones who worked on the preservation and mummification, in a way, of this person right here. And it is only a decree that they are, how do you say this, brought back into the world if ever a calamity class or a sub-calamity class entity would come into fruition, which is currently the case. And with that, you see the commander of the Broken Horns. By the way, to go ahead and give you an overall description, they are this sort of this planar this planar, weirdly enough, this is a planar Shiba Inu. You know, they are a humanoid Shiba Inu who is about,
our boss is a doge.
yeah, who's about like 6'5" in height, and you see that they are wearing this sort of samurai armor, and they wield themselves a sort of, not a staff actually. However, you don't get sort of any names. No one addresses this person in sort of a non-professional way. They would always call them commander, chief, that sort of stuff. Now, he goes and pulls out another talisman. Noel, which you read on there, and we've stated that you are aware with simple and basic scripts. You have them basically memorized. This is a revivification talisman. As they go and place it onto the coffin, it burns in this orange hue and this orange flame as it spreads around all the talismans, and the coffin unlocks as it goes. It slides open, and Jobson Jones, or Jobson in this case, kindly describe your character for everyone, and kindly describe what is currently going on in your mind as you rise out of this coffin, and you yourself knowing that if you are out, that means that there is something terrible happening.
Okay, first off, Jock Jones is wearing this like jet black metal armor with like red patterns all over his body. He has a lantern, which also has like that type of pattern, jet black and like red on it. A red cape, black shield with red pattern all over it. And as he rises up, he thinks to himself that
is that time again, huh? As he takes out like this.
As he takes out this flesh glaive and points at the general.
The time again?
Indeed, Jobson. A sub-calamity grave entity has shown itself. An infected blossom who has not resurfaced since the first calamity.
I see. It's that time again.
And you are not alone in this one, Jobson. You have others to help you in this conquest. As he points to the people currently in the room, Esro, Nakano, Noel, along with Valeria, and then Zephyr. And this man, this horned man onto the side, who we'll get to later.
While they're having this conversation, I would like to do detect thoughts on the commander.
Okay.
What he's thinking about all this thing. Just surface thoughts.
Alright, okay. I believe if it's... Wait. If
it's surface thoughts,
yeah,
you don't need to roll.
need to save. Okay.
Yeah.
As you go ahead and cast detect thoughts, the surface thoughts of the commander is, first off, you get the waft of emotions that he's currently feeling, and he's currently processing. He is internally in a panic, but he doesn't try to show it. It has been such a long. You hear in their mind, it has been such a long time since an infected blossom has shown itself, and it nearly wiped out half the continent. We are not in the realm of powers of the four great generals. How are we able to supposed to do this with just us?
As Valeria hears that, she shrinks even smaller.
Alright. Jobson. You are currently out of the coffin now. And you take a look around, you see the people who you're working with. The commander goes to Jobson. How long has it been since you were last sealed? I believe 500 years ago. Correct?
Yes. After you have found me on a tickets on my own as well. Yes, it has been 500 years since then.
Well, definitely great to have you helping them out. I believe I'm missing one person. The commander scans around the room. And Kiro, I want you to kindly describe yourself and then immediately call out to the commander where you are and how Kiro would do it.
describe my character. Okay. You would see a very intimidating looking. You're not sure. A demon? Or at least that's the closest thing to it. You see that he has four horns on his bald head. One is a bit too long, while the other is like on his temples, just like small stubs. And his skin is like a very unusual shade of a violet, of a dark violet, purple, or red combination. And his eyes, a normal person would just immediately avert from looking into his eyes. It's just a very scary looking color. It's like a very bright and vivid yellow and a pink, just like a pink eyeball and just a bright yellow iris. And he's wearing a all white pure white kimono, and you can see that there are faint blood stains on this white kimono, but well, yeah. And on his face is like tiger-like marks, like tiger stripe marks on his head, all just like all over his face, and that's it.
Okay. As you do that, kindly, like, you notice like the commander is searching for you. How would get the intention of the commander?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
The commander is currently like looking around for the last person, aka you. How would you show yourself? In a way.
I would probably, because I have been observing the entire room and the entire conversations the entire time, and I don't think anyone has noticed me yet. So I think I'm gonna like suddenly appear like behind the commander and just like slide my arm across his shoulders like akbay.
Alright.
It's like, yeah. And I was like, well, now that we have all gathered here now, why don't we get a move on?
The commander is like taken aback. Jesus Christ. Alright. Yeah, you're correct. Well, since we have gotten basically all of the base information that you need for this mission, the first task to assign is, of course, not you guys going into the Kyoko district immediately. There are districts nearby that have been infected slowly and sort of developing their own ecosystem of this infected monstrosity, this abomination. I'm going to need you guys to go ahead and take a look at the Kenri district. The Kenri district, that is Kenri. It's a small village nearby here in Koro City. That's Koro. It's nearby here in the capital. Believe it should take you about half a day on the wagon I have no idea if they have a teleportation pad set up there. You can go ahead and consult and see if how do you say this? If space pads will go ahead and allow you to use one of their teleportation pads to get to the Kenry district. Other than that, once you successfully quarantine the area, you can go ahead and report back here, and we'll proceed on how to do things going to the Kyoko district. Does that sound good to everyone? Does anyone have any more questions?
What does quarantine mean?
Basically, eliminate the threat.
Okay, can do that.
Would there be anyone else in that district than us?
Other than the infected, I don't think so.
Do we have a place set up if we find any survivors of the sort?
If you do find any survivors, and I hope you do, but the Divisionation Committee is cutting our losses in that department. They have been scrying all around the infected areas, and nearly everyone has been turned or either dead. If that is the case, it's going to be your call. There are no protocols when it comes to that. Frankly enough, the Divination Committee did not give any protocols regarding survivors.
And if any one of us gets turned?
If that does happen, and I don't think it will be, I mean, you all are capable on your own. And maybe, who knows, even capable more so that you're now a group. But, if that is the case, the research committee is making an antidote as we speak. But it is currently only available to cure those who are in the first stage. Yes, that does remind me. There are 3 different stages to the corroded. And it is notable by their appearance. First off, if they are newly infected, they would be sprouting branches all around, almost seemingly erratic in pattern, and they are budding blossoms all on them. A second stage, the branches have taken more of a unified form, sort of creating these weaponry for the corroded. They have, at this stage, they will start to adapt on what they are fighting. They can use ranged attacks. Some of them are stealthier. It is a whole slew of brand new entities once they reach the second stage, and they will start to sprout these cherry blossom tree horns. The third stage, this is where they are no longer a person. They have completely been covered in these cherry blossom branches, and they are harder to hit. They regenerate quickly. And overall, if you find an encounter like this, it is advised to run and contact us. Do you all understand?
Valerian nods slowly.
No
Plenty.
fight worst thing.
Alright. Well then, it's up to you what you want to do for some time here in the city, in the Koro city. It is recommended that you immediately try to go there, but you can go ahead and gather as much information as you can try to. Other than
I
that,
have one more ask.
yes,
How
Asro.
do we get sick?
Ah,
It's
I am
how do people
assuming.
get sick?
I'm assuming this is regarding
The plant branch
yeah.
thingy.
Alright. Okay. Um the reactions are immediate. You will start to develop these purple cracks onto your skin. And from accounts of scouts and witnesses who have survived back then, people who experience this will feel incredible pain. And the turning process is as quick as 5 to 10 minutes.
That's fast. Don't like that.
Well, from what I do know, only certain types of corroded are able to infect. So if you ever are fighting some of these creatures and they happen to scratch you, they happen to get an attack on you, you don't have to worry. They aren't going to infect you. However, what you do have to look out for is these special stage 2 corroded. Their heads, instead of being wooden-like, they sort of become this giant Sakura bulb. And when that bulb opens, these pollen, these infected pollen, will start to spread. Now, if that gets on you, or in you, then that's where the danger happens.
Okay.
But other than
So
that,
no,
yeah.
no breathing things.
In a way.
Okay.
Alright, for the others, do you have any more questions, or are you good?
Do we get mask?
Sadly,
Do
there
we have-
isn't technology that is available to go ahead and circumvent these pollen. At least nothing that we know of.
Okay, okay.
Will that be all from everyone?
I guess we've gotten all the answers we need.
Well, if there is nothing else, I do hope that you stop by the Magatama. I believe space pads can go ahead and teleport you there. They do have a back and forth system You can go ahead and ask for blessings if you're the religious type. But other than that, may the Magatama bless you. And the horns that we break will shape the future. You are dismissed. Alright. Where is everyone going? You guys are currently here. What's happening with you guys?
Well, they're just going to
This is
take
gonna
a
be a
hot minute
weird-
trying to collect herself.
This is gonna be a weird question or a weird request.
Go ahead.
Can I have like a vibe check, like insight check on who seems like the nicest one here?
From
Roll for a vibe check.
Yeah.
Roll for niceness.
Vibe check roll.
Vibe check roll.
Everyone
From what you got earlier, I'm going to say you feel like Nakano would be the easiest one to approach.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna walk up and just like put out like a big like meaty hand, like a hello. I don't know your names. Ezra would like to know your names, and like looks down.
That's so adorable.
How tall is that guy again?
He is 7 feet tall.
Ah, 1 foot taller. Okay. Oh my heart. Oh sweet boy. Nanako puts her hand in Dagway's and is like, oh, I'm Nakano Nanako. It's very nice to meet you.
Do you shake?
I think I try to shake, but his hand is just big, so it's just like not quite sure.
Because if you do, yeah, it's like not really gonna budge much, but like he does have like a strong grip when he actually does grab on and just like does a little bit too much of a shake. Not intentional from what you can tell, but
Arthritis.
So how are you feeling? You excited? Are you nervous?
isn't really beat up ants as much. It's just demons and the bad Oni. You look like good Oni. So it's different, but Ezra, strong man, Ezra can do it.
And I think you see when you say Nanako is a good demon, there's a kind of like there's like a moment where her smile it stays a smile, but you can see like in the back of her eyes it kind of glosses over for a bit, like the good demon. She's a good demon. She's the good one. She sort of takes it in and is just like, yeah, it's unfortunate that people got corrupted and brownies and whatnot, but it's whatever. It's whatever. You are you look like a strong man. You look like a strong man. You will be fine.
I think he would notice that like he said something that's at least a little bit off, because he's good at reading like people or the vibe check, right? Just like does a little pout. Did Ezra say something wrong again?
No, he didn't say anything wrong, Ezra. It's just, you know, maybe don't call the person that doesn't have her horns a good demon. I don't know. It's just a little weird, you know? Like,
Ooh.
the only good demon here is the one without her horns that make her super recognizable. You get it.
I didn't notice the horns as much. It's not that. You look very pretty.
Thank you. But no, I've haven't had them for a while now. They don't grow, which is good, which means I don't have to scare people. But you're fine, Ezra. You didn't really hurt me or anything. At least not emotionally. I feel like you could definitely hurt me physically, but I know you won't, because I'm a good demon.
My, what is this talk about demons?
Hello. Then just
Oh, you seem like a rowdy bunch.
Less rowdy, more talkative, and same thing. I don't know. Look, I'm just a little, excited to get into the fray,
Really? Considering what we have to face, I don't think excited would be the normal response.
When you've done this for almost all your life, and you kinda have to watch your people, referring to Sakura Onis, be discriminated against in small ways. You have to find you have to find some light in it.
Really? Not a lot of Onis where you grew up?
I was abandoned by them.
I see. Well then, I think you and I are more alike than you think. I don't think we properly met. I'm Kuro.
Nanako, it's nice to meet you.
I'm gonna grab your
Oh.
hand and just like kiss the back of your palm. It's like a pleasure to meet you, milady.
Hey, yo.
And I'm gonna turn to Eshro and you. Ooh, you're a very tall man, aren't you?
Ezra like being big. It helps. He's a strong man. Hi.
Well, I can see that. Anyways, so are you all prepared to before we go into our much awaited expedition?
I mean, I'm as ready as anyone could be.
Well, that's good to hear then. What about you, people at the back? Zephyr, is that right?
Yes. Sorry. It's been. Oh, my apologies. I haven't been myself since traveling back. Tenshin. It's been exhausting travel.
Traveling back. Where did you travel back from?
From up north, I traveled around Hestria so I could perfect my magic. I haven't been here since I was small.
Well,
But I do-
how is the
Hmm?
world beyond tension?
Well, where I'm from, cold and very diverse. Different cultures, different communities. Can't say I haven't picked up anything myself. But I do share the sentiment, being demon-born myself. So, I hope that... I hope that whatever we face won't be too much trouble for us.
I hope that too.
I mean, I believe in us. Look at Ezro. Ezro, big guy, probably gonna do hella damage.
Who can do it? Yeah, like this odd giddy fucking face.
Just has an arm wrapped around Ezra, like, yeah, big guy.
How tall are you?
I'm
Oh,
6'2".
7 feet.
How tall is everyone?
Yeah.
5 flat.
I'm about the same height as no, not Valeria. Nakano.
I'd say Zephyr's around 6 feet. 6 feet tall.
Everyone's so big and I'm so small.
No, how tall is Noel?
Noel? Yeah, how tall is Noel? Is Noel here?
His son,
Oh
his
no.
last name, Son Noel.
Son is the surname. Noel, I think, is the name.
Yeah, Noel's the first name.
For clarification, Nakano is the surname, Nanako is the name. So if it was,
Oh.
Oh, don't worry. I will keep calling you Nakano.
that's formal. That's
yes.
so formal.
Well, I don't consider us friends yet. Not unless I gain your trust, that is.
I mean, people call me Nanako all the time. It's fine.
Maybe in the future.
Wait, where are we right now? Aren't we outside? Or are we still in the meeting room?
No, yeah, you guys are still in the meeting room.
I see. Okay.
Is the commander still here?
No, the commander is not.
Okay.
What time is it? I mean, based on like when we entered, you know.
Currently, the time would be around almost noon. It's still early in the morning.
Okay.
So.
I think. Is there a map here, by the way, so we can look at where we're supposed to go and how long the journey is going to be?
Yes, there is, and gladly enough, you have one because of reasons. You have been doing work for the Broken Horns for a long time. If you don't have a map, it would be questionable. But yes, you do.
Well,
and
if I didn't have one, that would just be memorized.
And you do notice that the Kenry district would be, I would say, because currently you guys are far up north, and the Kenry district would be towards southeast.
Southeast.
Yes,
So
southeast of the capital.
There's a teleport like thingy, right?
Yes.
Like
Space pads.
Space pad.
where would we be teleported to within that Kenry district?
That would be something that you would have to talk to the sorcerers in Spacepad.
Okay.
Oh, so we can't space pad over there, like on to get there.
It depends if they do have a teleporter to the Kenry district. If it's close by to the capital, there should be one, but it depends moment.
As of right now, and who I am and my capabilities, would I know where one would be, and if it would let us jump?
Okay. That is smart. Yes, you have a weird track record when it comes to the odd jobs that you have been working on. Um, and you do remember that you were offered a job in Space Pads quite some time ago. Um, you did make it up to the briefing for the several teleporting pads that they have all across Tenshin, and you do know that they do have a teleporter pad in the Kenri district. They specifically have offices there. However, seeing that there is currently some turmoil around that area, it is questionable if they're going to let you go there and risk some complications.
Okay. Amongst the conversation everyone is having, Valeria will try to speak up. Hey everyone. Excuse me. Hello?
Hi.
Uh,
Ezra, don't know your name.
You can call me Valeria. So, I might know a place that can get us to to the Kenry district. Yeah, space pad. I'm not sure if they'll let us, but we can try. If
Space thing's real tingly.
And yes, it does. So if everyone wants, to attempt something faster, I'd be very willing to help.
We can go to space thing.
Is that okay with everyone? Does everyone sleep? Everyone.
Yeah. Are you guys open to Valeria's suggestion?
Sure.
Yeah. Are we like passing anything on the way?
I mean, there are like several notable areas within the Koro City. However, given that you are in crucial time, you aren't able to explore as much. However, the places that you could go that would probably help you for those who still have money on them, or for those who have money on them, there is a Gamfar's wares, tears, and equipment and magical equipment against bears here within the market district of the capital of the Hinami territory. And for those who are more so trying to see and try to get more information regarding these sorts of things, knowing that because you guys have been prior to the briefing that you had with the commander, the scout or one of the head scouts did brief you with some crucial information, and you do know that early way back in the day during the first calamity, that was about like 2,000 to 3,000 years ago, roughly about a year, 1,000 or two. Those who fought back valiantly were spiritualists, were clerics, were maidens. So the Nichiren shrine, or the shrine of one of the sun gods here in Tenshin, could be a place where you can get information and help from.
I mean, Ezra's just gonna follow where the hell the groups go. Saying that now.
So, wait. What do we want to do?
Are we going to the space thing?
I whatever you guys want, I'll follow your lead.
All right. So, going to space pads.
Can I stop by to go see my father real quick?
Yeah, sure. You are able to.
I kind of knock on the door.
As you knock on the door, he goes, "Come in, come in."
Hey, Pop.
Ah,
And there's a big grin.
Nanako, it's you. I thought you were off on a mission.
Almost. Soon. I'm going soon. That's why I came by to come see you first. And she runs over and gives him a big hug because she loves her dad.
As he hugs you and reciprocates tightly, he goes, doing a lot of things for your age. I see. I remember my time back in the Broken Horns from you.
How are you feeling?
Well, same old Pops, I guess.
I don't know how long I'll be gone. So, be sure to eat your 3 meals.
I will.
The pharmacy is really close by, so if you ever get sick, just tell them to put the medicine tab on my tab. I'll pay for it when I get back.
You don't have to worry one bit, Nanako. Your Pops can handle himself. I mean, come on, I was an adventurer once.
I know, but I promised I would take care of you once you got older, and so I'm doing just that. I'm performing my duty as a child.
So sweet of you. But you do need to remember that you have to take care of yourself as well.
I do. I take very good care of myself. Look, I got myself new arm shield things. She doesn't know the name of the things.
Bracers, Nanako.
Bracers. That's the thing. That's why you're the book smart dad, and I'm the daughter with the really good tucking skill.
Well, I did hear what you're facing up against, and it's a lot for you. I mean, I know that you can do it, but sometimes you forget that you're still a person in the end. So, take care of your safety. Let that be your priority. Alright?
I will. And I get on both my knees and I do a very deep bow to my father, and I put my bow in front of me because it was his bow. And I bow deeply and I say, I will come home soon, Father, and then I will take you to go eat the biggest freaking lobster ever. I know your doctor told you shouldn't, but we can do this secretly. We can just keep it a secret between you.
The doctor is going to notice that once the next general checkup comes, but sure, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'll see you later, okay, Pops?
I will see you later as well. You take care of yourself, okay? Goodbye.
Bye-bye. And I run off to go meet up with everyone else.
Alright, so, now that everyone has converged, somewhere in the the city center, and you see that Koro City itself is this vibrant landscape where spiritualism and modern the modern age sort of blend together in harmony. People walking around of different types: shrine maidens, clerics, priestesses, and priests of the sort. Also come into contact with those who are working, guardsmen, those who are say in the tailoring business. Just this sort of menagerie of menagerie and symphony of people, and the landscape itself is a perfect balance between infrastructure and nature. Koro City is amazing, but sadly we can't bask in the glory of things solely. And so as you converge at the town center, it all dawns on you that seeing this place and seeing how much it offers to people and how much peace has been developed throughout all the years, that a grave responsibility against all of you has been put on. That you have to protect the lives of these people. That you have to preserve the beauty that is the Tenshin Empire. Because who knows, if this also goes to shit, what the outside may look after. And now, as you all are here, what is the next step?
Well, wait. We're here in the center or here in the space pad thing?
Still in the center.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep leading everyone to the space pad thing unless I don't want to do anything else.
Okay.
Oh, I'm already at the space pad.
Alright, okay. So, if nothing else, as you guys go there, you see, how do you say this? You see Kiro, the gang coming up, and sort of, trying to still come up with a sort of grasp on how grave things are. Valeria, as you guys are going up towards the space pads, you see Kiro rather, above. And as you're coming up, you all see these sorcerers on the various teleportation pads casting their magic, some of them switching shifts. You see some of the people using the space pads are workers, are businessmen, or merchants. Some of them are coming in, some of them are coming out. It is a pretty busy terminal. And as this happens, there is the person that walks up to all of you, and they are wearing this not necessarily similar purplish robes of Valeria, but it is more of a scholar's robe rather than an adventurer's robe that Valeria has, and it's sort of it's silk in texture as they go. I see that there is a lot of you. How may I help you? Are you going to be availing our packages here in the space pads?
Yeah, we kind of need to get to the Henry district. Would that be possible? This is, yeah.
Kenry district. Give me one moment, because there is some things that's going on there. All right, and you see them call them over, and you see one of the sort of like dragonborn, who is this deep and dark purple with sort of like stars all over them in a way. They have these pure white pupils as they go, "Yes, how may we help you?" My colleague here is saying that you wish to go to the Kenry district. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I am afraid that that is not possible because there is currently a situation in the Kenry district that the space pads are in maintenance.